Hi everybody and welcome to this new video of presentation of Kaizen indicator system. In this session we will see how to manage customized order for customized products and how to blend them in our production. So let's click on customers menu, wizard new order, and we will access to the interface for adding a new order where we have to input the basic information for the order that are customer information and notes information. Let's choose our customer by the drop-down list and let's choose, for example, ACME Incorporated. Let's remember that if you can't find the customer in the drop-down list, you can click on add a new customer link to add a new customer. Our note is ordered in date 27th of November 2017, and let's go forward. Okay, we will then access an interface where we can input, we can add the products to this customer order, and we have three basic ways. We can add a standard product when the products already exist and we only want to recall it. We can add a new product when the product does not exist and we have to create a new production defining its production process, or we can add a new product by copying it from an existing one, and this third option applies when you have a product that is similar to the one you want to create, and so you can copy it and then the system will ask you to edit the copy. In this video we go through the interface for adding a new blank product. So let's click add a new product. Product name will be light frame. Yes, let's go light frame, and the product's description will be economic and light frame. Let's choose the quantity the customer is ordering and the serial number that will be 002. And let's click forward. Now the system asks us to define the production process of this product, and we can do this in two different ways. The proposed one is using a graphic interface, or by clicking on the matrix icon. We can access another interface where we can use a table format to define the production process. So for now, let's use this board. We can add a new task, a new blank task, or add an existing task. So go through the second option because we have already defined all the tasks we need, and then add all the tasks. First task is cut. Then we bend, and then assembly the frame. Okay, and then let's do the picking. Okay, as we already told in another tutorial, in another presentation, the circle is the representation of our task, where in the middle we have the name of the task, then there is the cycle time and the number of operators assigned. We can choose these parameters by clicking on the toolbox icon, and let's do it. It opens this form where we can choose name and description of the task and add a cycle time defining, add a working time defining the number of operators assigned to this task, the setup time and the cycle time. For example, let's see that for cutting we need one operator. We will have a setup time of 2 hours and a cycle time of 15 minutes. And let's click save. Okay, what is the difference between setup time and cycle time? Setup time is independent by the quantity of products ordered by the customer, while cycle time will be multiplied by the quantity that we are manufacturing. Okay, let's do this for all the tasks. Bend as a setup time of 1 hour, and a cycle time of 30 minutes, and close. Assembly has a setup time of nothing and a cycle time of 2 hours, and save. Okay, and picking as a setup time of 0 hours and a cycle time of 15 minutes, and save. We can see that at the left of each task the cycle time changed, and it is the cycle time we just set it. Now we have to tell the system another information. What is the relationship between each of these tasks? What task we need to perform before and what task we need to perform after. So let's start by defining the cut task, and clicking on the chain icon, it opens this new window where in the middle we have the hour task, and we can decide what are the preceding tasks and what are the following tasks. For cutting, the following task is the bend task. Okay. The system adds a line of relationship between the two tasks, that is to say, you can't start to bend until you finish to cut. We can also define the new parameter, that is the pause time between the two tasks, and it is helpful when you have you can't start immediately the bending task after completing the cutting task. So it is, for example, the case of when you have to move materials between one workstation and the following workstation. So let's click on the pause time. It opens this new window and you can set the pause time, hours, minutes and seconds. So for example, you have 10 minutes of pause between cutting and bending, that is to say 0.2 hours. Let's complete the relationship definition. Bending, we have assembly, and picking, assembly. What does this production process structure says? It says that final task is assembly, and then it is telling us, let's put this for mostly a visualization, and also it tells us that we can start the process by cutting and by picking, and then after cutting we have to bend, and after bending we have to perform assembly. But it is important to note that we can execute the picking task in parallel between cut or bending task. And also we only can bend when we finish to cut, and also we can assembly our product only when the three tasks are finished: cut, bend and picking. Okay, as told before, we can also use a different interface to define our production process by clicking on the matrix icon, and we can use a table. We have all the information, the same information of the PERT graph, and we can perform the same activities, but it is less graphically, and for me little it is a little more understandable, the interface with the graph. Okay, so let's go back to this interface. Okay, when the production process is completely defined, let's go forward. And now it is time to tell to the system how is the implementation of this production process in our production structure. So let's choose the department where we are going to perform this product, and let's click forward. And now let's say in which workstation we are going to perform each task. So we have to cut, we have to bend, we have to, the picking is made in the warehouse and the assembly task is made in the assembly workstation. And also the system in the lower part is showing us the workload for each workstation for just one quantity, one of product. Okay, when all the information are available, we can go forward, and then now it is time to input a new order, the delivery date required by the customer. That it can be, for example, the 5th day of December, and then let's go forward. Now we can plan the product in production, and we have two different ways. The first one is by checking the workload of the departments, and the second one is scheduling the product into production directly without checking the workload. Let's choose the first option, that is gives us more information, and we can plan the product in a smarter way. So we are into this interface where we can set the end production date. For example, let's say we want to end production the 29th of November at 18 o'clock, and then let's click save. The system shows us a graph with the workload of the whole department, and the information we have is in yellow, the fixed workload for products we already planned, and in the upper part we have a bar with another color, and it is the working hours we are adding to this department in the period of time needed to execute the new product. So in this case, in the 29th of November. We can choose to view the workload divided by workstation to view more details, and it is more interesting because we can see different parameters. If we set working capacity, the system shows us the workload limit in red. What is this? It is the working capacity of each workstation, and we can see how we are filling the working capacity, or if we are exceeding the working capacity. So if we are exceeding, or if we don't like the planning, we can choose to change the end production date another time. So for example, let's see an example. We don't like it and we want to end this product the 30th of November at 12. Let's click save. And we can see how the workload changes. Okay, if we are satisfied by this planning, let's go forward, and the system tells us you're about to plan the product in production. Do you want to continue it? Let's click OK. And after a few seconds, the system tells us that the product was successfully launched in production. And now we can print the production control sheet that is available in 3 different formats. Let's print it in A4 on one single sheet. And let's remember what is the production control sheet that we already saw. What is it? It is a sheet that follows the product from the start of the production process to its end. And it has all the information needed for building a product. So the information basically are the customer name, the product name, the quantity ordered by the customer, and the delivery date required. In the body of this production control sheet, we have the list of the tasks we need to perform to do this, to realize, to manufacturing this product, and for each task we have 4 barcodes, and each barcode is linked to an action for the task. So we can start the task, pause the task, end the task, or say we have a problem and we can read this barcode, and it will be sent a signal to the responsible person. Okay, now we can print this sheet with a common printer, and then we can close this tab. Okay, so we can do, if we want, we can do another beautiful thing, that is set alarms for the product. Is this product is really important for us, and we want to focus on the correct execution of it. We can choose to set alarms to notify delays or warnings to groups of users or to specific users. The notification will be done by email. Okay, so the new product has been correctly planned in production. We can choose to add another product to the order by clicking on this link, and we will go back to the first interface to add a new standard or a new custom product to this order. And but also, if the planning is finished, we can go to make another task, or we can simply close the browser. Thank you very much for your attention. We will see in next video.